guys, if not all. You know JTG from his WWE days in prime time. He's been keeping himself very busy, Jason.
And keeping himself in shape. He's in the best shape I've ever seen him.
He looks fantastic. He's worked for various promotions like VXS, GCW, VIP Wrestling, PCW, Ultra, and he's currently signed to Billy Corgan's NWA.
Jay the Gangster has evolved to Jay the God.
And he's been in there with some heavy hitters since he's returned in 2020. Brian Cage, Manswarner, Josh Alexander, Shane Taylor, Carlito. He's making his HOG debut tonight in the biggest way possible against the biggest world champion that we've ever seen in Jacob Fatu.
I mean, you talk about making your debut and being thrown right into the fire on night one. It doesn't get any bigger than this. World Championship match against one of the best in the world.
Right, JTG has accomplished a lot in this business, but he has not won a World Heavyweight Championship. He may do so tonight.
They call him the Samoan Werewolf.
Jacob Fatu is the first world champion that we've had in 3 years. Nearing 100 days.
Champion to be proud of.
The culmination of perhaps the greatest dynasty in the history of professional wrestling, the Anoa'i family.
Won that championship after a month-long tournament. In his first event, we were on the call, defeating a former two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
What a match that was. He went through Jonah. As you guys know, Bronson Reed on Monday Night Raw. He had a battle with Brody King in New York City at high intensity. That led to a no contest. And then finally won the championship from La Sombra, or beat La Sombra, well, while the title was vacant, in an unbelievable war.
And now, live on Fight, this is your House of Glory Wrestling, the beginning featured bout of the evening. It will be set for one fall. And it's for the HOG World Heavyweight Championship. When the bell sounds, the man in command, your official, Mr. Giuseppe DeCaro. And now, the competitors who get set for battle. First to my left, he comes to us from Brooklyn, New York. Weighing in this evening at 220 pounds, he is the challenger, Jay the God, JTG.
Yes, perhaps Brooklyn's finest.
Absolutely incredible shape.
Brooklyn's
JTG.
finest.
And now, his opponent to my right, from the mist of Samoa. With an official weight of 320 pounds, he is your current reigning and defending House of Glory Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
And I stress the word heavyweight.
Heavyweight, but hey, he doesn't wrestle like that.
No. If you've never seen Jacob Fatu wrestle, what a sight to behold.
He can fight you, he can fly, he can do so many things in there. That's why he is the world champion. JTG there, admiring the title.
This is a true heavyweight main event here. Look at the size of both men, the physique of JTG, the sheer bulk of Jacob Fatu, which, as you pointed out, he can move around like no one else.
This is our main event here.
Both men staring eye to eye.
And you notice, and I would imagine JTG notices the wrap
Yes.
on Fatu's left arm. We'll see if that becomes a focus for JTG here.
I didn't want to bring that up, Jason, but that's a good observation. His ankle as well, which has been bothering him the last couple of outings here.
If
We'll see how
JTG
Fatu
is
works.
smart, he will work on those vulnerabilities.
Stalemate here with his collar and elbow tie-up. JTG goes right back at it.
These men seem fairly closely matched in power.
They're leading themselves to the outside here.
They may end up back over here. They have not let go. Okay.
And the
Two
front row.
bulls.
Referee's up to 6 or 7.
The front row here at the NYC Arena has definitely got their money's worth tonight. TG throws. Fatu quick. Shoulder tackle. Another stalemate.
Nobody goes down.
But JTG felt that one.
Well, you know, JTG, Brooklyn's own, but we see Fatu as the fan favorite here. That's kind of interesting.
Well, the people here have seen so many impressive performances from Fatu here as of late.
And again, nobody goes down.
Very evenly matched, these individuals.
Yeah, something's got to give here at some point between these two.
Though they're physically built quite different, they seem to have comparable skills in terms of power and agility.
Fatu goes for that thrust kick. JTG delivers a nice looking drop kick. Wow, look at the power of JTG with that neck breaker.
Back suplex
Unbelievable.
into a neck breaker.
Both men go over the top after that clothesline. Those barricades have been getting a workout tonight, let me tell you.
Back to the ringside brawl. Are JTG and Jacob Fatu.
Big pump kick.
A war of attrition so far.
Oh my God, a Samoan drop right on the outside.
And those mats, they're
Thin.
not that thick at all.
That enormous maneuver may have turned the tide of this match.
It also bought Fatu a few seconds here to kind of regroup. JTG is still down.
I don't condone the obscenity coming out of our champion.
We wouldn't want to harm your virgin ears.
Fuck out the way, cameraman.
Well, at least my ears are the only thing that may be virgin about me.
Well, nonetheless, JTG is trying to fight back. He's not having a lot of luck.
Fatu, wow.
Fatu now focusing on that lower back.
Yes.
I mean, coming out of that Samoan drop, JTG was holding the lower back. And that's the first thing Fatu picked up on. It's amazing the transformation. You remember JTG, you mentioned Crime Time. That, of course, was his big run in WWE, but the transformation in the past decade from where he was then to where he is and what he looks like now has been incredible.
He's unbelievable.
We tragically lost his primetime partner, Shad
Yes, in
Gaspard.
2020.
And perhaps JTG was able to absorb some of the energy of his former partner.
Well, again, you know, an experienced tag team wrestler, even last year in the NWA, part of the Crockett Cup, tagging with Dirty Dango. Actually got bounced in the quarterfinals by the Briscoes. He's got tag team experience, but again, the transition to singles wrestling has been pretty seamless for him so far.
And if you're going to test yourself at all, Jason, this is the guy you want to test yourself against. Oh, my God. Falcon Arrow by Jacob Fatu.
Absolutely
Quickly
devastating.
goes for cover. And JTG powers out. Still a lot of life left in the challenger. On top of being in incredible physical shape, Jason, he's also an author.
He is, not only, well, not one but two best-selling books.
And an ebook on fitness, as you can see.
I've spoken to JTG actually multiple times on my podcast over the years about those books. He only wishes he kept his phone off many years ago. That's a whole other story. For
If only you knew how to read them. That's all I'm asking.
Well, they had pictures, so I was okay. As long as they have illustrations, I'm good.
Out of the corner there with that big boot right to the midsection. Might have bought himself just a little bit of time, and not really, as Jacob Fatu with that back elbow. Fatu, like we said, when he gets down and dirty, he could fly, he could brawl. As you see, slowed the pace down here, in control. Ducks his head a little bit too early. JTG seen an opening there. Backslide, roll up there, 1-2, only a 2 count.
It'll take more than that to put down Fatu.
Oh, right into the steel post as Fatu sidestepped him.
Shoulder first. You can break a clavicle that way. Oh, now his shoulder. JTG favoring that left shoulder.
Yeah, JTG may be in trouble right now. The champion setting him up for some kind of malicious offense here.
Wow, look at that. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Wow.
The athleticism and the footing of Jacob Fatu.
Double jump Arabian press.
Wow. And the beauty of it, Jason, it literally comes out of nowhere.
It should not be possible for someone his size to do that as well as he does.
And it should not be possible for someone to kick out of that move,
No.
but JTG just did.
No, credit to him. He's got a lot of fight in him.
A lot of pro Fatu fans here in the NYC arena, even though JTG, the Brooklyn favorite.
Now,
That vice grip there.
Fatu applying a very simple but effective hold in the trapezius lock.
It's that nerve hold.
Digging the fingers under the trapezius muscle into the nerve. Extremely painful, excruciating.
We've seen many people from that bloodline over the years use that very nerve hold.
Yeah, taking a page out of Solo Sikoa's book there with the
The great Yokozuna,
Yokozuna.
used that move
Yes.
very effectively.
Absolutely.
that big Samoan spike right to the trapezius as Fatu. Headbutt. Wow, what a clothesline by JTG.
Turned
rebounding
Fatu
himself.
inside out. And now whoever makes it to their feet first may be the victor in this match.
Oh, look at that replay. Fatu landed right on the back of his neck.
Both men have suffered so much punishment.
We up to an 8 here. 7.
8 comes after 7.
Yes, thank you, Doc. Another clothesline by JTG. Back elbow.
JTG, the
He's-
proverbial house of fire.
He's feeling it. He's got that adrenaline pumping.
Necktie, neck breaker. If he can hit that Brooklyn's edge, this match very well may be over.
Look at the power. And he nails him. Wow.
It wasn't easy, but he pulled it off. That takes incredible power.
Might have taken a little bit too long as he makes the cover.
That was a little too close for comfort if you're Jacob
We
Fatu.
almost had a new HOG World Champion.
Imagine walking in the door your first night in and becoming the heavyweight champion of the world.
Look at that.
JTG used a lot of energy in order to deliver that power move, and that's why he wasn't able to cover right away. If he had been able to, he might be the champion right now.
I think you're right.
Took a little bit too much time there as Fatu back body dropped him. Fatu runs into that big boot. Nice bulldog there by JTG.
An inverted
Kind of a sling
version.
blade bulldog.
Yeah, version of the shout out.
Shout out.
Here might
Wow,
be the
that
Brooklyn's
shoulder Jason gave out.
That was not smart by JTG.
He tried for a big offensive maneuver, could not do it with that shoulder.
What's he looking at? I think he's looking at the corner.
He may be looking for another way into the Brooklyn's Edge.
Perches Fatu right on top of that top turnbuckle.
And sure enough,
Uh-oh.
That's exactly what he's going for.
can he power
Will
the
that
big man
shoulder
up?
hold him up though? No. Big thrust kick by Fatu.
JTG still on his feet though.
And another one. How is he still standing? Oh. What a Samoan drop. And Jason, we know what's coming up next.
Yes, we
the
do.
mighty moonsault. It is over. Nobody kicks out. 1, 2, and 3.
New York City, here is your winner, and still your House of Glory World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
What a performance by JTG, but that Samoan drop, my God. Followed by this.
That may be the most devastating combo. Boom!
Nobody kicks out of the mighty moonsault. And Jacob Fatu retains the prestigious HOG World Championship.
Nobody can say that he didn't earn that one.
JTG put up a hell of a fight, but who can possibly unseat Jacob Fatu from the head of our table here in HOG as the HOG World Heavyweight Champion?
JTG showing respect to Jacob Fatu. That was one hell of a main event. There's your world champion, a champion doctor to be proud of here in HOG.
Well, not for his sartorial style, I'll tell you that.
Well, this was only the beginning for House of Glory in 2023. Next time you see us will be on March 10th. Kushida time traveling to New York City on March 10th to go one-on-one with Low Key.
HOG. HOG.